everybody, and welcome to Sepia Tears, a Midwinter's Reprise. Now, I really need to stop saying that I'm gonna update sooner because when I do that, I have a tendency to skip a week or so. But hey, I'm back. Yay. So last time, um, Lucas and Rin disappeared after building a giant snowman, so now we're gonna go find out what they're doing, I assume, in this picture. Now let's load. Okay, it's been a while, so I'm gonna have to get back into it. You're early again. Are you sure you're not forgetting anything? And now she's Cockney. Well, we all have to go up sometime, you know. Punctuality is valued in the adult world, or so I hear. You're right. You're right. Now, if only I could get Lucas to do the same. That's gonna be an uphill battle. He's devoted from the inside out, but only to the things he wants to devote himself to. I still think it's worth a try, if I can get him to channel that burning passion into something else. Now that's a scary expression if I've ever seen one. Hey, relax. I'm not planning on sabotaging his external hard drive or anything. You know, I can't imagine what Lucas would be like without his unnecessary passion. I don't think even a destroyed hard drive would stop him. Yes, I suppose you're right. You can destroy the man, but you can't destroy the idea. Isn't that a little out of context? Well, maybe, but you know what I'm saying. Pardon the cliché, but it's a part of what makes him who he is. You can say that. Even after everything I say about Ren and Lucas, I wouldn't be friends with them if I didn't respect them. Well, to be fair, you're kind of stuck with Ren. You wouldn't even be friends with your own sister? Well, I'd take care of her and do what I need to do, but that doesn't mean I'd really be friends with her, right? What? Don't look at me like that. I'm not cold-hearted, I just don't feel obligated to force a friendship. It just kind of defeats the purpose of having friends in the first place, doesn't it? I'm impressed. I hadn't expected you to think through all of this, Mark. I think more than people assume I do. It's a good hobby. Just as long as you don't space out. I'm still working on that one. She smiles knowingly. 20 minutes later, we arrive at Lillian's house. I pass the commute by talking about the difference between the 2 ham sandwiches at the cafeteria. This is quite a nice neighborhood. You think so? Yeah, as far as neighborhoods go, it's not bad. Can't say I've thought about it. What, you mean you've never designed a personal criteria for neighborhood judgment? I guess not. Come on, what's wrong with you? How are you supposed to determine your feelings for a particular neighborhood without coming up with some sort of criteria? You're just being stupid, aren't you? Took you long enough. Grab something from the fridge, I'll be upstairs. Sweet. Right her fridge. I walk upstairs and open the door to what appears to be her study room. Ah! This would probably, if I had the money, this is probably what my room would look like. Is that a plushie? On the side of her desk, beside the usual pencils and erasers and physics formula sheets, lies a large plush toy of a cartoon mascot. I wonder what she'd do with a thing like this. Wow, how cute! Wow, how cute! I'm a stuffed toy! Gow! Yeah! Gow! Yeah! Gow! Okay, I really don't think that's what she'd do with it. Even if the mental image is still adorable. This is a bad train of thought. Pulling a chair from the desk, I take a seat and relax. There's a large stuffed toy shop in the mall we were in the other day. I wonder what if that shopping bag on the bench was... I see. She really does have a girlish side. I try to keep my mind from wandering by spinning around on the swivel chair, but my attempt is futile. I can just imagine her sitting on this chair alone at night, idly gazing at its plastic eyes, poking at its fluffy cheeks as she ponders the next sentence to write, sighing as she takes off her glasses to relax. What is this? What is this game? This one's even softer and fluffier than the last one. I'm trying to give Chibi Lillian a higher pitched voice, but it's hard. I'm the softest and fluffiest of all the stuffed toys. Wow, I'm so lucky to have something this soft and fluffy in my room. Poke. Iggy. Poke. Iggy. Poke. Iggy. Wow. I think that came out wrong. Okay, this isn't working. Plan B. Here we go. Spin. Ouch. My knee bumped into the side of the desk. Wait, that wasn't just the desk that I hit. It was the side of a drawer. And the drawer slid open. A little peek wouldn't hurt. It's not like I'm going to find out anything more than pencils and highlighters. Hesitantly, I stand up to move my head over the drawer, prepared to slide it shut as soon as I see what's inside. There isn't very much to see. Pencils, pens, erasers, the works. But... I've seen this before. I've absolutely seen this before. It's the strangest thing. Finding a bookmark on a desk is the pinnacle of normality, but I know there's something odd about this. Footsteps coming up the stairs. I'd better just forget about this whole thing. Ugh. My fingers are sore and my brain is sore from thinking. And it's only been an hour. How do you survive this? Like, literally, how does this not kill you? Well, I only study for about half an hour, but I do it every day, so it adds up. Every day. Homework every day. No wonder I've been a slacker all this time. Dare I ask you how you manage to survive with such a rigorous routine? This isn't rigorous at all. It's just because you never work that it feels like a significant difference. Your brain is out of shape. You duds. I'm starting to think that this whole responsibility thing just isn't for me. 10 more physics problems. Now. A pencil rolls my way. A pencil rolls my way along with a fresh sheet of paper. And no calculator for you. No calculator? Is that even possible? Oh, I'm sure it can be done. Not that I've ever tried. You pissed her off, dude. I think this is still Mark, so I'm gonna use that voice. Darkness. Darkness envelops my mind. My senses are completely muted. My eyes see nothing but black. My ears hear nothing but the painful pulse of silence. All I feel is a continuous throb within the stillness of the air, repeating, hurting, aching, hurting over and over like a red blindfold. Blinding, pulsing, over and over, growing stronger, stronger till I can't feel my feet, my hand, dissolving, dissolving, red, pulsing, pulsing, red, pulsing, 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 pulse, bling, pulse, pulse, pulse. Mock? Whoa, how long was I out for? That expression makes me realize that I don't really want an answer. You look like you're about to die. I feel like I'm about to die. There's a novel lying on her lap, as if she only put it down and just what she was reading noticed me. Well, you've done a lot today. I suppose it's alright if you stop now. It's alright? Don't you mean that I'll die if I try any harder? To be honest, I'm surprised you managed to get this much done. I'm proud of you. Thanks, Mom. Is there anything wrong with being concerned about a friend's well-being in school? I think your level of devotion goes just a bit beyond concerned. You have a point. Would you like something to drink, assuming that you don't have to rush home right away? Sure. Water is my first priority. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. No one's home right now, so you can head to the living room. I doubt you want to spend any more time in a cramped study. I'd be glad if I didn't see another study room for the next decade. We'll see how long that dream lasts. Ah, a little mug. Here you go, a mug of hot chocolate for an icy cold day. You really don't have to be this polite, but thanks anyway. Oh, did Reen happen to tell you anything about the results of the survey the student council is running? Nope, not a word. Should she have? Well, no, but she should have the results by now. And she should have a report completed on the results. Ah, now that makes sense. I'm sorry that my sister is such a slacker when it comes to extracurricular stuff. She usually gets like this at the end of the term. No, don't worry about it. I'm not an official member anyway. Besides, it's not like they're falling behind. Yet. Well, I'm about 99% certain that she's lying around at home, either clicking around on the internet or playing video games, so I can't really defend her lack of diligence. It must be interesting to live with something like that. Yep, Reen is a something. You have no idea. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? After 16 years, I still haven't figured that out. So wait, is Mark 17? Making everybody else 17? Timelines, everyone. Chocolate waves through the air. It must be nice to have siblings. Must be nice to be an only child. Don't you understand how lucky you are? Yes, I suppose it does have its perks, but it gets lonely here sometimes. If it weren't cold out, I'd be able to hear the rain. Oh. If it weren't cold out, I'd be able to hear raindrops on the windows. You know, if you get lonely after school, you could always try inviting people over. I don't know about Lucas and Rin, but I know I've got way more time than I need. I suppose that's true, but I wouldn't want to bother you like that. Bother? Come on, it's me. Do you really think that something like this is a bother? When you put it like that, when you put it that way, I guess it isn't, is it? Of course not. You know, we've been friends for more than a year now. You don't need to be so distant. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you ever need it. Thanks. It's a difficult thing to describe, but the feeling of being suffocated by silence. It's a classic metaphor that pops up in every work of fiction. Moments that are so simple, yet so fragile that they shatter the moment someone opens their mouth. I shatter the moment. I'd hate to sound like a broken record, but really, is everything alright? You've been acting strange lately. I could say the same to you. What? Really? I'm not sure how to describe it, but I feel like you've been distant lately. Distant? You know, like, even though you're here right now, you're mind is off somewhere else. Like you have more important and more urgent things to think about than the everyday happenings at school. Well, a lot has been going on lately. I can't really explain it. I suppose it's been the same with me. Yeah, I noticed. Mark, I I have something to tell you. I hope you don't mind, but I... Go on. I'm listening. She smiles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have to say things like this, to push my problems on you, but ever since the beginning of this year, something has been bothering me. At first I ignored it, thinking that it was nothing, but it kept coming back, and every time it returned, it was stronger than the last time. Do you know what I mean? You know how that feels, right? It's been bugging me since then, interfering with my daily life, making me do things that I normally would never do, but nothing's changed. I wanted the feeling to stop, to be honest. I just wanted it to disappear. But that can't happen. No matter what I do, nothing changes. I was at a loss, so I decided to tell someone. I thought that if maybe I spoke my mind, things would change for the better. So why don't you? A shield forms around her eyes. I'd rather not. If you're that afraid, there's no need to hold it all in. Hold it in? No, it's nothing like that. She wipes her eyes. I'm fine, really. My heart hurts, but I can still carry on. The thing is, I'm not sure how much longer I can last. Then tell me, maybe I can help. You can tell, can't you? You know that I've already said so much. As I absorb every little detail of Lillian's downcast eyes and force a smile, I realize that I might as well be looking in the mirror. I'm sorry. A car door slams in the distance. Sorry about all this. I'll be fine. Please don't worry about me. If you forget, then maybe nothing will change. Please. I can do nothing but nod my head in response. The flashing alerts within my heart turn into a dull, painful thud. So I wonder what's going on with Lillian. The winter sky darkens too quickly. It isn't late yet, but as I walk the final 2 blocks to home, the pitch black sky and the icy winds dampen my mood. I know what price I'll pay if I get too close. I shouldn't, but... And that bookmark, that small irrelevant bookmark, it's still nagging me at the back of my mind. I'm not innocent or naive. I know what I'm getting myself into. But if I do it willingly, at least I can't play the victim. What are you getting yourself into, Mark? Day 4, footprints. I wonder how many days are in this. I have legitimately no idea how long this game is. What do tears leave behind? A trail of salt water, for one, salty sadness, but there's more. There comes a point when tears dry, when, try as you might, they just won't come anymore. After that, there's a lot of emptiness. It's the same as before, of course. She doesn't move. Her mouth flicks open from time to time, but her words are silent, her thoughts invisible. A warm feeling trickles down my cheek. But I'm relieved. Emptiness much scarier than sadness. Oni-chan! Oni-chan! It's back. It's alright, Ren, I'm up. Huh? Mark, are you feeling alright? After something like that, I don't think I'm in the mood to talk. Wait. that voice. Oh, crap. So is that me? Is that Mark? Alright, apparently I'm a redhead. Oh, crap. Morning. You've got to be kidding me. You look like you've seen a ghost. Were you having a bad dream? That's not the right voice. What voice did I use for Myra? What are you doing here this early? Wait, that's the least of my problems. Why are you climbing in through my window? I love the chibi art. Pardon the cliche, but you left it unlocked. You were just inviting me to come in. And how exactly did you know that it was unlocked? Easy. I checked. Oni-chan, are you up? You'll be late for school. Rin's voice comes from the kitchen below. Uh-oh. Traitor! What are you talking about? You're not supposed to have other girls in the house. What happened to our promise? She's my sister. Wait, didn't you already know that? Shoot, you got on. You mean you did all of that to make me think that you were the victim of some cliche rom-com misunderstanding? Kinda. You're scary, you know that? Oh, I can be much scarier. Oni-chan, I told you, we'll be late. Do you need me to come up there again? So, what's it gonna be? Will you leave me for your sister even after I came all this way to see you? No, of course not. But, what do you mean? Are you afraid of her? Of course not! I just... Don't tell me you're into that sort of thing. What are you thinking? Mark, are you on the phone? I told you, we'll be late if you take any longer. Well, this is quite the predicament, isn't it? It doesn't help that you're giggling at my misery. That's true, but at least I'm not making noise. Gotta be careful. Careful of what? Not getting caught when you break into people's homes? I was thinking more along the lines of letting your innocent little sister discover what her Oni-chan gets up to when the lights go out. But you just got here. She doesn't know that. Wow! But, oh. You're blushing. I'm not. I reach for my pillow to toss it at this otherworldly intruder, but she dodges it and watches it fly out the window. And stop looking so happy about it. Now, shouldn't you be pleased to have someone like me wake you up? I'd rather not have mysterious teleporting girls sitting outside my window, thank you very much. I lunge forward and grab a hold of Myra's wrist. What? Don't push me, meanie. I'm not pushing you. I just don't want you to disappear at the last second and leave me to explain why I was talking to myself all morning. Oh, really? Are you sure this isn't just some excuse to take my hand and pull me onto your bed? Like anyone would do that. I promptly let go of her wrist. You know, there's no need to get so worked up. Any healthy person would... What? Did she fall out the window? Ow, did you just... Hey, you weren't supposed to actually pull me. I didn't, you fell. Put on some proper clothes, pervert. Hey, you're the one sneaking into my bedroom. Ow! She's back in the window. As I was saying, it's time for you to choose. Will you stay with your sister or come with me? And no, you can't have both. This might well be a life or death situation. What should I do? You don't technically know that, do you, Mark? Let's go with this one, because I don't want to end up on the sister route. I might end up regretting this, but Well, seeing as you came all this way, I guess we could go somewhere. Really? Thanks. You're the best, Oni-chan. Myra jumps from the window and lands on me, knocking me back into the bed. Ouch! What's that for? Is everything alright up there? I know we joke about your daydreaming habit, but this is a bit much. That's not good. See what you made me do. I try to muffle my voice, but we can't keep talking here for long. It's not my fault that you like to wake up early and talk to yourself, even when it's clear no one else is in the room. Glare. Just stay quiet and this should be fine. Alright, fine, as long as you promise to come with me. Myra reluctantly gets up and returns to her perch on the windowsill. And turn around, I need to change, don't I? Ah, you're awfully shy for a guy, aren't you? My face turns hot either out of embarrassment or anger. If you don't turn around right now, I'll never forget to lock my window again. Alright, I'll do it. Just don't take too long, it's cold out here. As tempted I am to say your fault for not using the front door, I held my tongue and reached for my school uniform. Are you done yet? I think one of your neighbors saw me. Then get out of the window! Then close your eyes. I don't know, just don't attract any attention. Mark, are those footsteps on the stairs? Crap, let's go. Hang on, there's an art to jumping through windows. I won't ask. Really, there's a trick to it. It goes like this. Careful! My voice shoots through the open window as Myra hurriedly climbs out. Don't worry, it's just one story and there's a railing to hold on. That's not what it's meant for! Oh, come on, try it, it's fun. Fun? You call jumping out of bedroom windows fun? But I don't have much of a choice. Here goes. My foot catches the hard surface of the railing with a fair amount of force, but it isn't enough to hurt me. And with my remaining strength, I propel myself forward to the other side and land on the ground with both feet. That actually wasn't so bad. See, I told you, it would be fun. It's only fun until you break your leg. I've been doing this for years and I still haven't broken anything. Wait, you've been doing this for years? I knew she was a stalker. No time to chat, we're off. Wait up. Myra grabs my arm and pulls me into the unknown. I get the feeling I'm gonna be late for school. You'd think I would complain about the weather, but it isn't bad today. If only it were like this yesterday when we were traveling to Lillian's place. Lillian. Shoot, I wasn't supposed to think about her. Focus. Mark, something the matter? No, I was just thinking about something pointless. Oof. More importantly, what are we doing here? With Myra standing comfortably at my side like an old friend, I find myself in front of a city park. Except that it's the middle of winter. Who goes to the park in the winter? It's a playground, don't you see? I know it's a playground. I'm asking why we're here. Because there's nowhere else to go, I guess? Fair enough. We're already skipping school and jumping out of windows. Why not spend the morning near a snow-covered playground? Myra clears the snow off a bench and directs me to sit down. Wait right here. There's a convenience store nearby. I'll pick us something to drink. You sure? I wouldn't mind going with you. No, it's alright. I know the owner. That isn't much of a reason, but okay. I'll be back in a moment, alright? Oh, well. I sigh a resigned sigh and take in the deep breath of a crisp air. I gotta admit, this park sure does look nice when covered in snow. It's already time for the holidays. Christmas, eh? I think Rin will be with Lucas and some of their other friends, so if I wanted to do something, I could. But do what? I think about it idly for a moment. She stands beside me and our hands are linked, but we hardly feel anything through the gloves and mittens. It's an idle daydream, I know, but it feels real. More real in my head than in reality, anyway. I turn to her, my heart pounding, and... What? I'm back! Snapping to my senses, I spot Myra running back here with a pair of juice boxes in her hand. Juice boxes? She went through all that trouble to buy juice? Here, take one. Don't take this the wrong way, but is this the best that you could come up with? I was kidding, but she looks like she's seriously offended. But juice is good. It's tasty, healthy, and refreshes the body and mind. I can give it a shot. I pull the straw out of its container, pierce through the foil coating, and sip. Peach. Yep, it's my favorite. It's strong. Yes, it's highly concentrated peach juice filled with as much pulp as physically possible. Incredible, isn't it? Why do I talk to you? Because you can't resist. Gosh darn it. So pulpy. Seriously? I used to love these when I was a kid. Were you possessed by the devil when you were a kid? You don't have much faith in my taste buds, do you? Not at the moment, no. Sitting on a park bench on a school morning in the middle of winter, talking idly about meaningless things without a trace of awkwardness in the air. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we were just childhood friends. So what were you like as a kid, Myra? Me? Trying to think of a way to avoid the question? Kinda. Well, at least she's honest. Alright then, I won't bother asking you about your past. It's obviously something you don't want to talk about. That's suspiciously kind of you. Don't get used to it, I'm just not in the mood right now. Since we're already spending our morning here instead of doing what we should be doing, we might as well make it count, right? Myra finishes the thick mouth of pulp she calls juice. I take a sip of it. You know, I think I like you, Mark. Any guy who can warm up to a stranger after only a couple days has to be a good person. Did you just compliment me? Well, you would also have to be so naive and careless, and probably disloyal, too. You're a horrible person. Why, thank you. This is friendship right here. Just the ability to insult each other and call each other horrible names and yet just be friends. That's what friendship is to me. I swear, this girl is... You're thinking something along the lines of, this girl might be weird, but she's actually kind of nice now that I'm talking to her, right? Nope, definitely not. Spot on. Well then, what were you thinking about? I was thinking about that you're surprisingly good at making conversation, even when you barely know someone. Ah, really? I never used to be good at this stuff before. She abruptly stops, the last She abruptly stops, the last puff of condensation disappearing into the sky. I mean... Having trouble? You're a strange guy. Do you hate me? What's that supposed to mean? Are you serious? No, of course not. You'd never hate someone like me, right? Sorry about that. I'm being weird. I'm usually not weird. Could have fooled me. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's change the subject. But we have nothing to talk about, remember? That's not true. We can talk about you. Me? What makes you think that there's anything interesting about me? You'd be surprised. I mean, there's only one way to know for certain, right? So let's start. Do you want an autobiography? Not exactly. Let's start with something simple, like... I know. What kind of stuff do you do at school? Well, nothing right now, seeing as I'm skipping for the first time this term thanks to someone. You don't have to be here if you don't want to be. You know what I mean. I don't know, school's normal for us. We show up, attend classes, do homework, write tests, and eventually revive at the summer holidays. That's it? Pretty much. Then, what are you studying? Do you have any particular aspirations? Nah, not really. I'm not much of an aspiration kind of guy. It's going to be tough for you in the future then. Straight to the point, I see. To be honest, I think I can respect the fact that you're not looking for too much out of life. You just called me a simpleton, didn't you? You're simple, but not really in a bad way. So you're not denying it. Aw, tsundere Mike. Tsundere Mark. That's not the point. I think it's nice that you can appreciate the finer details in life and not aim for anything too grand. It's intriguing. You're the first person that's ever said that to me. Really? I thought it would have been a pretty common opinion. It isn't, trust me. Everywhere I go, people are always telling me that I am too low and that I don't have any real direction. But lack of direction doesn't necessarily mean you're lost. It just means that you're making your own way to the finish line without taking any preset road. The conclusion's the same. Not bad. I never expected that much from you. You really don't have much faith in me, do you? Well, if that were the case in the past, I think it's changed now. I've gained a bit more respect for you. It's practically an insult, but maybe I can accept it as a compliment. At any rate, school isn't a big deal for us. It's just something that students put up with because we have to. And I'm definitely not the only one without any goal. I see, but don't your friends bother you about it? From my experience, Yeah, it bothers them alright, or at least it definitely bothers one of them. You haven't changed, Mark. You're still... Myra's eyes drift to the ground, lost in a deserted wintry paradise. The cold wind stings at my heart. I told you I'm fine. There's no need to worry about me. I told you? No, I didn't tell her anything. It's just a topic that I instinctively avoid. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. We dance around each other, tiptoeing on thin ice. Without warning, Myra pulls out a pocket watch, one of the old-fashioned ones with the elegant designs etched onto the middle, and checks the time. This has been fun, but I really gotta go. My school is less lenient than I made it sound. Before I can ask about the pocket watch, she slips away. Wait, Myra! Normally I'd wait, but I don't really have the time to stick around anymore. I'd like to see you again. Whenever you have the time, it doesn't matter. Don't disappear on me. Silly. Didn't we already go over this? Of course I'll find you. And with that, she turns around the corner and disappears into the snow. And don't be late for school! I shout those words at an empty park, unsure of why I spoke them. A few minutes after the morning bell finishes its chime, the teacher walks in and my first class begins. I'm on time? Either that or he's 10 minutes late. I sigh audibly and slouch in my chair. Lillian, of course. She'll be here, won't she? And after everything that happened before, I'm not sure what to say to her. Oh, looks like the class is beginning. Guess I'd better try and pay attention today. The key word being try. Lunch arrives before I realize it. Yeah, this whole paying attention thing doesn't really suit me. More importantly, I gotta track down Rin and Lucas and ask about what they were doing the other day. Oh boy, I get to voice him again. I'm drinking some water so I can do this. Do you understand now? This is why the ratio is important. I I see. This isn't the first time I said this, but you're a strange guy. Lillian and Lucas are in a usual spot talking about something. I can hear them from where I'm standing, but they can't see me. What? I'm not eavesdropping. I'm just checking my watch extremely slowly. It might be it might sound strange to you, but it's a key element of character design. How do you expect to learn to draw if you can't look at the things from the perspective of the fan? Well, this was just your impromptu idea. It's not the point. Information like this comes in handy everywhere in life. I'd like to know even a single place where that might come in handy. That's an insignificant detail. Just don't forget. 4 to 1 to 2.5. It's a necessity. I might regret asking this, but what? I might regret asking this, but do you really find these things that interesting? But of course, 'tis a vital aspect of my existence. And you're not ashamed at all to talk about it? Not in the slightest. Not even to a girl? Well, maybe a little, but I have no need to admit that to you. You weren't planning on saying that, were you? A cunning mastermind such as myself makes no mistakes. But occasionally a slip of the tongue does occur. Something strange. I'm not sure what, but you're a strange guy. And I'm not interested in ordinary humans, so I have no complaints. Calm down, Suzumi-chan. Has anyone in the comments seen The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya? If you haven't, do. It's an amazing show. Lillian laughs in reaction, but it's not the same way you'd laugh at a sitcom TV or on a bad pun. You're far more transparent than you think. Has anyone ever told you that? Not in recent memory. Darn it, something's not right. You create an identity by pretending to push reality away, but you're just... Sorry I'm late. I barge into the hall. I had to talk to one of my teachers after class. What have you guys been up to? Well, I was just telling Lillian the ideal ratio of... Never mind that. What have you been doing, Lillian? My only normal friend here. Haha, just the usual. Then let's eat. Studying makes me hungry. I take out my lunch with more vigor than necessary. The others seem to notice that something's off, but... Never mind, it's lunchtime. That's all. But... I remembered something as our conversation continued. It's not a complete memory, but it's there, somewhere. It happened by chance. Lucas's binder was left lying on the ground, a small, brightly colored object stuck out from the front. It was a bookmark. It was a normal bookmark for the most part, crudely laminated with a plain design. The only notable thing about it was that I'd seen it before. It was lying in Lillian's drawer yesterday, tucked safely away. I keep telling myself that it's pointless, but I can't shake the feeling that this memory is somehow irrelevant. Did Lucas give it to her as a present? That might make sense, but how does he have the same one? It could just be a coincidence, but I know it isn't. It's silly. The thing I'm trying to remember is so irrelevant that I forgot it after only a year. And yet it must have been important to at least one person for it to have been stowed away so deliberately. Locke, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just... Alright, just making sure. Anyway, as I was saying, Lillian continues talking, but my mind is too clouded to make any sense of it. Hang on a moment. That isn't who I think it is it? I turn around outside and my suspicion is proven correct.